Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be fixing this Rampage once again. If you missed the last video, we got this thing working. We fixed the drive line and then we went ripping. So if you missed that video, go ahead and click up here and watch it. It was a lot of fun. But in the end, it stopped working. It wouldn't start again after we stopped it. And we think it could be the carburetor. We're not sure. It's happened a couple of times in the past. So we're going to be swapping out the carburetor just to check that out. We're also going to be fixing the power switch on this thing. We got new batteries and it takes a different power connector, so we're going to go ahead and swap that out. Also, we had some issues with the power switch itself, so we have a whole new one that we're going to install. Let's get into it. If you like the content of today's video, make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed and hit that like button. That's the best way to support us and grow the channel. Let's start tearing this thing down. Check this out. It's exactly like the one that's coming off, just a little cleaner. Let's go ahead and install this thing. We're gonna go ahead and replace the gas lines as well because they're starting to crack and deteriorate. So let's get into it. All right, now we're gonna be taking out the fuel float and filter. Okay, I got it started a little bit. There we go.
Wow, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's like it expanded.
Oh no. We're going to work to get this thing out, and we'll come back when we got it out of there.
We outsmarted ourselves, and we just cut the lid off of this drink, this bottle, and then we poured all the gas out, fell right out. So it didn't take us very long at all once we figured that out. So let's get back into it. Okay, I got the throttle off. We're just going to remove this piece completely and then hook up our other gas lines, swap it out, put it back in. Should be pretty easy. Subscribe. All right, we have the gas lines on. Now we're just going to cut them to size and reinstall. All right, give me some.
Yeah, so much on do.
Yeah, we want to make sure it's clean so that way it has a good seal. All right, we have the air filter. We have a gasket there to make sure it gets a good seal.
Brand new gasket.
Brand new gasket. And we're going to install the brand new gasket on the carburetor itself. So that way it gets a good seal. And we have to install them at the same time, man.
Line them up.
Line them up.
Hooking up the throttle cable to the carb.
Yep.
Oh, what was that, the bit?
You can tell we're not professionals around being powered, but we still have a lot of fun. All right, now that we got that on, we're going to run the gas lines for good now. These don't fit exact like the other ones did. They're a little smaller diameter. So what I'm going to do is put everything in, get it where we want it, where the lines run nice and neat, and then we're going to put a little bit of silicone around the hole so that way it doesn't fall back out or any gas doesn't come out. So let's get into that.
He's putting on the fuel filter clunk that goes down in the bottom of the fuel tank.
We'll put a little bit of a zip tie on there to make sure it doesn't come off. All right. Let's get that down in there. All right, we got the little rubber grommet in there.
Yeah.
And now,
push the return.
We got the return.
Let's S-clip it about right here.
Oh, these were too big. The gas line clips were a little too big, so we use zip ties. No biggie. So now we can move on. So next
is the power switch.
Yep. So that's going to be Jimmy's going to do that one. So
no.
Yep. Jimmy's going to do the power switch. So we're going to switch roles. I'm going to be the cameraman, and he's going to be the mechanic.
No.
Yep.
You do the work.
Nope, not this time. He's the electronics guy. All right, let's get at it.
Okay, this is an OG Redcat. As you can probably already tell, it's had a used life pretty bad. So I ended up having to get a new battery for it, but it has a different connector. I wanted a battery that I can interchange between the HPI and Rovan. The Redcat had a different type of connector. I didn't want to have to cut connectors off and solder batteries. So I'm just going to replace the switch. It was cheaper, and this switch was having some issues anyway. I think it's just starting to wear out over time. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all these electronics out, swap the switch with this one. This is actually one from, this part actually came from Rovan's website, Rovan RC. Here's the battery that I bought. It's a little dirty from where I ran it in one of the Bajas, but it's a Venom battery. We got it off of Amazon. We'll put a link down in the description in case you want to get one of these. It fits perfect in the Redcat Rampage XT. It also fits perfect in the Rovan and the HPI Bajas. The only thing, if you try to put it in a Redcat, the plug's a little different than what the original switch is. So
which is why we're changing it out.
It's why I'm changing it out. So I didn't want to have to go soldering wires.
Let's get at it.
Let's get at it. So. We got the old switch out. It's got a lot of dirt and stuff in it. It's probably why it was intermittent when it worked anyway. But we're going to go ahead and put in the new one. Looks like it'll fit up perfect. Well, here's the new switch, and let's get at it and get her installed so we can go ripping this thing and try out this new carburetor. Hopefully it solves our issues. I can't wait till we can get out and just tear up Daniel's gravels.
Sure.
Kick the fan on. It's hot in here.
Let's get her started.
Let's see if we can get her started. We're going to first start it without the air filter on it, just to see if we can get it to fire over. May need to adjust the carburetor. I'm not for sure if they come preset from the factory and the throttle. So we're going to put the 25-to-1 mix that we poured out of it back in to the fuel tank, because that is fresh fuel, 93 octane Lucas oil. So it should be good. It's the same fuel I've been running in my Bajas, so I know it's good. And see if we can fire this thing up. We're going to see if it has spark. I could have a fouled plug. So we're going to pull these two screws, swing this piece up if we can, and pull the plug out. We're going to try this new NGK plug, just to be sure. We're trying to eliminate everything.
Let's gap right.
Ooh, we need to gap it. Where's your gapper tool? All right, we're going to gap it at 0.25 or 0.025. Oh, look at that, right on the money.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Oh, we got a pop. Snap, crackle, pop.
Is it choke off?
Yeah.
Okay, choke off. Okay.
Please.
Oh, please. Come on, baby.
Oh,
Okay.
Almost there.
Almost there.
My arm's hurting.
Almost there.
Yeah!
Ah.
It's getting warm really quick.
Yeah. All right, cool. Fire one more. Oh. Don't touch it. Yeah, that'll get hot. Don't touch that.
It didn't get hot, but it just scared me.
Okay. So I'm going to put the cage back together now that we know it fires, and we're going to take it outside. It's blowing some oil back on our workbench. So we're going to take it, and I mean it sounds a little floppy, which is good. That means it's running a little rich. I can tweak the low, and then we'll run it and see what happens.
So we got everything set up. We got everything tweaked. The final thing now is to get it started and to put the body on. But as you can see with the post and the body, for some reason the posts are way smaller than the body. I'm not sure why that it came like that, but this is an OG, so you know, who knows. Normally though, you have a little grommet that goes in here and then the posts come through to keep it from being damaged or from pulling the pin out. Well, we don't have those, and we ordered some, but they were the wrong size. So what we're going to do, we're going to improvise. We're going to use some washers to make sure that the pin doesn't fall through. So let's get it started, put the pins in, and rip. All right. Turn the ditch on.
I'll let you fire it up this time.
All right. Oh, there we go.
On. Yep.
All right. Let's do it. Let's get her started. Let's give her a little bit of gas. Oh, it's choked. Woo! I like the sound of that. Alright, we had to switch cameras, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Give it a little gas. There you go. Not the pole. Yeah, you gotta watch out. Try to climb that hay mound over there. Come over this way. Try to climb it slow.
Well, we had fun around this thing. We got a few things fixed. It's running pretty good. I think we still need to tweak it a little bit. If you have any ideas, don't forget to put it down below in the comments. But we're going to clean this thing out and call it a day. We thank you for joining us. So with that said, God bless you, God bless America. Be empowered. Out.